guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you how to put on a this is called a silver holder dynamic car hood LED strip. And what this is, it's an LED strip that's going to go right here, so when you close the hood it's going to light up at night, during the day, night when the headlights are on, when the truck's running, and it's got a neat little dynamic light pattern when it starts up, and then it gives you a nice clean LED look across the hood, give you some extra light so you can be visible, and it just kind of looks neat. So I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. I'm not there right now. Okay guys, so welcome back. So first thing we got to do is we're going to open up this box, which I've already had it opened up, and you can see there's no directions, and it's going to just give you a light strip, and there's a light strip in here and double-sided 3M tape, and it's on, the tape is on both sides, and this little thing fell off. But anyway, what it allows you to do is you can mount it either way. Now there's two sides to this. With tape on here, only one side lights up. This is the side that lights up. So if your battery is on this side, you'd run it this way, and if your battery's on that side, you'd run it the other way. I've already gone and figured out the halfway point here, so I took this and made a little black mark right there, and the middle of the truck is right here, so we're going to line up that black mark right with that. And the only thing about this is it's a universal fit, so one of them is like 59 inches and one of them is 70 inches. I had to get the 70 inches, otherwise it was going to end right about here on each side. So there's going to be a little bit of overlap hanging off, and that's okay. It's no big deal. It's not going anywhere. The first thing we're going to have to do, is we're going to wire in a adapter for the fuse. So we're going to go ahead and take this little thread tie thing off here, and that is going to give us a lot of lead right there. Okay, so we got a lot of lead, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these two leads and we are going to strip them back so we get some usable wire. On the black one I'm going to strip quite a bit. I'm going to have to go get a little ring connector so I can put it in, put a bolt in there, but for now I'm just going to wrap it around the bolt for the ground, but I will go back and complete that properly later on. So just screwed that up. Let me see. Can't see out here. It's cold as crap outside. I'm in Florida and it's about 40 degrees outside. So pulled off some wire. Just twist that around to get the wires together. I'm just going to twist these around. Maybe if I can get my fingers to work. These wires are really thin, so we're going to twist that around. I'm going to go back to the power, and has a little inline fuse there, which is great. And we are going to strip the power wire, which is the red now. Strip that off, pull the insulation off, twist it around, do the same thing. I'm actually going to double this up so it's a little thicker. Twist this around. And what I have here, the fuses in the truck are micro fuses. Okay, so I have a micro fuse adapter, and what this is you pull the fuse out that you're going to use, you push this in, and it has the fuse for this line and the fuse that runs up and around for the original fuse. So you take the original fuse out, you pop it in here, you have another micro fuse in here, and you plug this in. And we're going to put this together right here like that. Crimp it down after I put this properly wound up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that fuse in there just like that. I got a little bit more I can take up. It is so cold outside, man. This is cold weather for Florida. Yesterday it was warmish, and today it's freezing, nearly freezing. And as soon as I get this, probably, we're going to put that in there like that, and then we're going to grab a crimp tool, and we're going to crimp it down. Give her a good crimp. Okay, good connection right there. Give it a crimp on the other side, make sure it's nice and tight. So we're crimped, nice and crimped in. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take you guys in a little closer. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to reach up in here and you're going to get your battery box off. I already got my battery back off. Don't mess with these handles because I've already, in messing with it, I broke the handle off, so I got to get a new handle or glue it or something. Gluing's not going to work, but that is not the, that is not the way to get that off. It's got two tabs here. You just want to push the tab, pull this off, and it comes right off. But I was not smart enough to pull that off. Now, you may need to take your strut off to get at it, but you really don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to, that's the light right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to figure out where the hot wire is right here. So let me take you in again. So what I'm going to do is right down in here, there is a number 50. Let me find it. Number 53 fuse. It is right here. We're going to pull this 53 fuse out. Okay, and we're going to take the 53 fuse and we're going to put it in our fuse block right here. My hands are so freaking cold. Put our number 53 fuse right inside this block. God bless America. Let me see. Cannot get my fingers to work. Might have to use the thing right here to push it down in. Okay, we got our number 53. We're gonna put it back into the block. You may have to figure out how to turn this so it doesn't hit anything, but we got it in there. Okay, so that's good. Now the next thing we're gonna do, okay, that didn't work, so we're gonna pull that out. we're going to try a different fuse. Find one that's the one we need. Okay guys, so what I've done is I went in here to the number 28 fuse that's right here. Okay, I pulled the 15 amp 28 fuse out and put it in that one, put a 10 amp fuse in this one, press these in nice and tight, and then plug it back into where the 15 amp fuse went. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking the strut off right here, taking the strut off, and I'm going to show you. And again, I'm going to go and come back after I just don't feel like going to the store right now. I'll do it later. And I'm going to get a ring connector that crimps onto the wire, has a little ring on there, and we'll put this through right here. But for now, we're going to take, just for the purposes of getting this video done and finding out that I didn't have any ring connectors, I'm going to take this bolt. I'm going to wrap it around that for now and do just like if I had a ring connector. I'm going to tighten this down, and we're talking 12 volts here. It's or 14 if you take into account the alternator, and we're just going to tighten this down. Okay, tighten that down. We got that in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our wires straight so we can get our wires kind of straight. So that's kind of how we are. I'm going to move you guys back to the tripod and show you how to install the light itself. Okay guys, now this is the easy part. Got some plugs there. So what we're going to do for this is we are going to the first thing we're going to do is we want to install this right on the edge. You have this rubber seam right up here, this rubber seal, and it's going to come down. It's going to come down right to that edge. So we want to put this right on the edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some isopropyl alcohol. We're going to clean this up across the entire edge here. We're going to get this nice and clean. So there's nothing there, no grease or anything, and it's going to mount right to that. The alcohol is going to clean up any grease that there may be. And don't need a lot of alcohol. You need alcohol wipes. Probably use hand sanitizer. Okay. So we got that. Now because it's really cold outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a heat gun. I'm just going to heat this up, just to help it not be so cold. Okay, so we'll set that to the side. We're going to find our center mark that I made earlier. Our center mark is right there, and our tape's actually it's on top of our tape, so our center mark's right there. We know we need to make it center. We're going to take try to take our fingernail, see if I can get this side of tape to come off. I need a razor knife. Again, I'm freezing, so we're going to take a razor knife. Just going to peel this tape off. Should be pretty sticky. Okay. Peel this tape off. I'm going to peel it halfway. So about there, there's my halfway point. Okay. So I'm going to take my halfway point right to the halfway point of the truck. right to the edge. We're just going to stick her down. And I'm going to start that. I'm going to come back and I'm going to heat this up a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to continue to press this down right against the edge where I want to run it. There's some flexibility to this, so there's not a whole lot of rigidity to stop you from bending it as much as you need to bend it. Don't bend it so much that you break it, because that would be bad. And then when I get in here, we're just going to tuck that in there like that. So we're going to come back, we're going to push this down nice and tight. Just keep pushing. And if you need to take this off, this will come off. And if you have to, you could always cut the wires or put a plug in there. But how often do you have to take this off, right? So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just want to keep pushing down just to seal it, okay? Then we're going to come over here to the other side. Turn the camera a little bit. It's a 360 camera, but I still feel the need to turn it for some reason. We're going to pull this up. We're going to heat this up. And again, if it's warm outside, you probably don't need to do this. I probably don't need to do it, but I'm doing it to be safe. Okay, we're going to pull this off. And we're going to continue to press down right at the edge. You're going to have a piece tucked in there, so I am just going to take the tape over to about where I need it, and then I'm going to cut the tape so that side's not sticky, because that's just going to be hanging off inside because it's a little long, because again, this is a universal fit. It's down. And I'd like to be able to turn this, but I don't think I'll do that without hurting it, so we're just going to tuck it in there. It's not hurting anything. Come back, we're going to press all of our pieces down. Press all of our pieces down. Okay. And now for the other side, I have some wire loom that I got off Amazon. This is like 10 feet. It's about $10. And it's just a overkill wire loom. There you go. It's a split wire loom, so you don't have to feed it ahead of time. We're going to go back over here to the wires and just sort of gonna, okay, I really needed to run it under this strut right there, so what I'm going to do is take that strut off. Probably could have pre-ran that and had a little bit more forethought, but I'm trying to make a video at the same time. Sometimes you don't always think. Pull that out of the way so we can run our wires how we want to run it. So we're going to grab this loom. We're going to come back to these wires and we're going to figure out about that much. go ahead and cut that. Cut a little long because I can always come back and shave it off, and that was a horrible cut. So let's use a pair of scissors and do it right. So okay, at that, I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to feed these wires in. Loom. This is just so you don't have some ugly wires. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it, just leave the wires hanging if you want, or tape them up, but we kind of want it to be a little prettier. Okay, I'm going to have some extra wire, and I'm going to tuck it inside this loom because it's plenty of wire. Plenty of loom too. It's quite a bit bigger. It's like ½ inch, I think. Okay, but I'm going to figure this out right here. Now our ground wire is coming up, so I'm going to pull this back. Pull the ground wire back to kind of come out up in the middle right there. That, and I will fix it up a little bit more, and I got plenty of this. What the hell is it called in here? Okay, so I'm just going to take red, I'm going to backtrack it on itself a little bit. Just get it all tucked in there as nicely as possible. Okay, so we have that right there. We can take a little bit and a little bit right there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this bolt back in. Got a gun because it's way faster. A little 10mm on the gun. Okay, that's nice and tight. Okay, got a couple zip ties and some tape. So with the tape, like I said, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna come back and put a little ring connector there, but on this area that I've got the black wire coming out, I'll put a little tape right there so it doesn't pull out. Put tape around it right there. Both sides of that wire. Okay. And scissors. So we got the wire secured. I come in here, take a couple zip ties, and there actually is a clamp right here that I can use, and I'll take you in for a closer look in a second. But we're going to I'm going to go ahead and zip tie it down. Just to secure it. Zip tie. Okay, I'm going to take you guys in. A little bit closer look. So we have the loom. This is just tucked in there. The loom's coming around here. I just tucked it in. Then as we come down here, we got a holder there. We just secured it there. Ground wire's coming up, secured it. Secured it in this other loom right there. I need to cut that zip tie off. Go ahead and cut that zip tie so we're nice and good. And then we're going to go ahead and put our tray back on. And we're good to go. Everything's good. I'm going to come back in here for one final press down. Final press down. Everything looks secure. Okay, I use the Alex Tech split sleeving. It seems to work okay. Take that out of there. That's not a good thing in our air breather. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut this. If I can make it shut. Shut this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the truck up. We'll see what she looks like. Okay, we're going to start the truck up. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, we're going to start the truck up. We got a nice white light running up in there. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It was a pretty easy install. There wasn't really any tricks. Doing the camera and everything, it took a half an hour, so it's not too bad. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking me out. Please, I will leave the link in the description for the silver holder dynamic car hood LED strip. It was about $28, I think, $28 or $29 on Amazon. It says it comes with a 6-month extended warranty. I don't know. We'll see. But it's pretty cheap. Thanks for checking me out. Keep checking me out. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and sometimes TikTok, @EVOBandMail. I really appreciate it, guys. I love the look of it. I think next up is going to be a light up Chevy bow tie, but that's to come still. We'll see. Anyway, really like it. Hope you liked it. Hope this helps you make up your mind if you want to do that. The front of the Chevy's got lights here, lights there, but there's nothing. It's just dark, and I really think this kind of looks neat, and it really sets it off. Really has a neat look to it. And then let's do it again. I think it's pretty neat. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking me out. As always, peace out.